Hello and welcome back. In the last session, we looked at security essentials on GitHub. We looked at the right authentication, enabling two-factor authentication, and scanning files for vulnerabilities using Dependabot, and scanning our code using CodeQL with GitHub Actions. In today's session, we are going to look at GitHub Gist. As developers, we often need to share small pieces of code. Maybe it's a snippet for a colleague, a configuration file for a friend, or a script for a blog post. Now, creating a full-blown Git repository for a single file is overkill, and pasting code into a message is a pain. This is where GitHub Gist comes in. Gist is a simple, elegant solution for sharing code snippets and single files. In this session, I will cover how to create and use Gist, and most importantly, the difference between a public and a private Gist. Now, before we dive into the details, if you found this content helpful, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to keep making more videos just like this one. Let's get started with this. First, let's talk a bit about your Gist. Gist is essentially a mini repository. It's a very simple way to share one or more files in a single shareable link. While a full Git repository is designed for entire projects with branches, extensive history, and multiple collaborators, a Gist is designed for lightweight single file sharing. Now, under the hood, every Gist is a Git repository, so you can still clone it, fork it, and see its full version history. This means even a tiny code snippet has a full history of changes, which is a powerful feature for debugging and collaboration. Now, let's look at how we can create Gist. So, creating a Gist is incredibly easy. You can head over to your browser and go to this gist.github.com. That's the URL, and this is what you will get, and you just have to fill in the details. So, give a description, so can be a thing, so provide a short description of what the gist is for. So let's say demo gist, then the name of the file. So give your file a name and importantly a file extension. The extension like .py for Python or .js for JavaScript tells GitHub how to apply syntax highlighting, making the code much more readable. So let's say I'll be having a Node.js code. So let me call this as app.js and my code. So you can add your code, to paste or write the code or whatever you have in this main box, and you can even add multiple files. So here you can say this add file, you can do that as well. So in our case, it's going to be only one file, and then here you have the option of selecting the type of gist. We will come to this in some time. For now, I will just go with this create public gist and then click on this, and this will create a GitHub gist for us. Now, once you have created your gist, you will be given with few options. So here you can see you can embed it. You have a shareable link as well. So you can use this and you can share it with anyone. And like I said, gist can also be easily embedded in your blog posts or websites or documentation using this provided embedded code. This makes them a perfect tool for showcasing code examples. Likewise, you can also clone it via HTTPS or via SSH. Like I said, under the hood, this is also a repository. So you can clone it. You can see the full history of this. So here you can see the revision. Everything will be available for you. And others can also comment on this, provide the feedback, and all those things are possible. So that's basically what your GitHub gists are. You can use this when you have one or two files that you want to share or document something and share it with others. So instead of creating a GitHub repository, you can make use of your GitHub gist for that. Now let's talk about your public and secret gists. So whenever you're creating your gist, you can choose between a public and a secret gist. So I'll create a new gist, and here you have the option. So you want a secret gist or you want a public gist. So let's talk about this public gist first. So public gists are basically searchable and discoverable. They will appear on the gist homepage and are indexed by your search engine. So basically it's public and anyone can search for them. So you can use this public gist for code you want to share with the entire world, such as a helpful script, a configuration file for an open source tool, or a code example for a public forum. So basically it's open, you're okay to share with anyone you want. That's where you go with your public gist. Now let's talk about your secret gist or your private gist. So this private gist is not truly a private, it is secret. This means it will not show up on your profile, it won't be indexed by search engines, and it's not discoverable by anyone. However, anyone who has the direct URL can view your gist. This is why you should never put highly sensitive information in a secret gist. So secret does not mean it is protected, it is still visible for people who have the URL of that particular gist. So please be very careful, don't put any sensitive information in this. So a secret gist is perfect for sharing a private code snippet with a specific colleague or a small group of people without making it public. It's a quick, easy way to share without creating a full repository. So in conclusion, GitHub Gist is a simple yet powerful tool for sharing code snippets. Remember to choose between public and secret gist wisely based on who you intend to share your code with. And that brings us to the end of this session. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more content, and let me know in the comment section if you have any queries. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next session.